Becca?
Watching TV.
Ah,
Only reason because he doesn't get a lot of screen time.
he's soaking it all up.
Yeah, it's the first time we've had it on today, so that's why he's. I waited for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no virtual play date for us today, like he was on our practice calls.
Yeah. Thank you for joining, Kim.
You're welcome.
Did you invite anyone or is it just you?
Oh man, just me.
Okay. And this is awesome. I see. Is this on YouTube Live as well, Amarchi?
Yes, it's on YouTube Live.
Oh wow,
Oh,
that's exciting.
I guess I could tell my mom to join us, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a link?
Yeah, here.
Okay. If you send that out to us, then I will be glad to share it. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay, I will send it to my crew.
Oh.
To share it. Okay, cool. Okay, I will send it to my crew.
Oh.
To share it. Okay, cool. I will send it to my crew. Oh. Share it.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Mhm.
Okay, great. If you cannot, just let me, wave your hand or just unmute yourself so you can. My name is Rebecca Dove, and I appreciate you all for being here. I won't be here very long. Marge, I'm gonna pass the baton on her, but I just want to say thank you all for coming. As you can see, this is all being recorded to YouTube Live, which is really exciting. And as people do enter, you know, uh, mostly if they do come, we're going to ask that they put their questions in the chat or mostly ask it directly to Amarchi or Quest. Um, as we can see, this is a great time. We have Tio, Kim, Angela, Richard, Tony, and Janae who have been practicing their pitches for a very long time, and we're finally here. So thank you so much for joining. And we'll just take some time really quickly to talk about block knowledge. So, yeah, you can switch. So yeah, block knowledge. Obviously, it says rebuilding Kansas City, but we've been blessed to actually reach the West African continent. So obviously, it's going to be changing, but our goal is to shift the knowledge so that way individuals in their communities can um, grow and build, whether it's entrepreneurship or jobs or funding. But we are very excited that we have individuals who are able to do that. Switch. So this is the really important part. So the pitch is that obviously while we're here, uh, block builders, as we call everyone who participated, will have 3 to 4 minutes to pitch. If you are pitching to the 4 minutes, Amarchi will play a sound that will just tell you to stop, and then she might just start clapping. But our goal is to, make sure that we are on time and even getting out early because we know that you all have work, you have your lives. I have my son right here. So we don't want you to be, just sitting around wondering when is it will be over. So Amarchi will be very diligent on setting her timer. The judging will be by Quest and Chanel, who you'll hear pretty soon. They will have exactly 2 minutes to ask questions to our participants. Um, if they go over the 2 minutes, Amarchi will again play a sound to stop them, and then once that's over, the next person will have a minute to get their setup. Once we have all of our 6 participants or block builders pitch, then there will be a pause. We're hoping it'll be about 10 minutes or so, and then Chanel and Quest will announce the winners. During that break, Amarchi will talk more about block knowledge, and then she will. We can also have those question and answers from individuals. But again, if we have questions from our YouTube channel or Facebook channel, just go ahead and put it in the chat, and Amarchi will ask those questions when it's time for Q&A. So we're very, very excited here. And again, I'm sorry I can't watch all of your pitches, but it's recorded, so I'll be excited to look at it in the future. So as you can see here, Quest is our CEO of Block Knowledge. And Quest, can you share the global mission of Block Knowledge? It's a really big goal.
Hey everyone, how's it going? So yeah, the core huge mission of Block Knowledge over the course of the next 10 years is to help 10,000 individuals to rapidly update their entrepreneurial knowledge, but to also increase their technological acumen. We're not here to make giant programmers, but we at least want you to understand the technological side. On the bigger picture, we want to make sure that entrepreneurial cities, towns, and programs have equality and opportunities for us all, specifically underestimated founders. And then, like I said, our overall mission is to empower underestimated founders to realize their fullest potential and impact the universe through their entrepreneurial STEM innovation by providing access to equitable opportunities, mentorship, apprenticeship, and the best of all, support and development, which is what we do very well here at Block Knowledge. Next slide.
Yeah, and Amarchi, could you share really quickly your experience when you were a former participant and how that aligned with the mission and vision of Block Knowledge? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but you can the story.
Okay, thank you, Rebecca. So just as Quest said, Block Knowledge is a lovely studio that has this focus on underestimated founders. Specifically, we have like the Blacks, the Latinx. I'm an African, I'm a Nigerian. I was in the last cohort. I mean, I can see Kim and Richard and guys that were my classmates. I learned a lot from Rebecca and Ebuka. They were able to take us through all the aspects of UI, UX. I mean, they didn't miss anything. We had the theory, which was really cool, from the wireframing to prototyping to finally creating an MVP. And practically, Ebuka took us through using Adobe XD, which at the end of the day is kind of similar to Figma. Figma is just like having it online. So it was a really lovely experience. And it wasn't just about, one thing about the class, initially I thought it was just about helping you with just your product. But then I realized even if you do not have a product, it gives you the skills, it basically opens a world of opportunity for you in terms of career. With your knowledge from that, where we had it for 6 weeks, in the 6 weeks course, you can actually build a wide array of portfolio and be able to apply anywhere, internationally to work. So it was a good experience for me. I'm glad to see that a lot of people in the class also took up everything they taught us seriously and are actually going to show us an MVP or how to get an MVP today. I look forward to everything I'm going to learn from each and every one of you. And we are still grateful to Block Knowledge for this opportunity. Thank you.
That was perfect, Amarchi. Yeah, we can talk a little bit about our programs. That definitely aligns with the core values. This is just kind of be more realistic. Our Business Foundation course is 11 weeks long. It's really to help founders from any walk of life, whether they are starting a business or have been in business for 3 to 5 years, to look at more critically about their marketing, finances, even their team, and how they're looking at that. We're going to launch our business around tax day in the US, so on April 20th. And our product development course is going to start on this Thursday with Ibuka. And he was, as Amarchi said, our former individual who helped with the hands-on training. So this is why we're here again, to allow our participants who are brave enough to share their ideas. It is a lot of work, it's labor of love, but hopefully you will hear some great stories. And yeah, that's how we're doing it. And I did forget that the winners will receive in-kind services from Block Knowledge, three individuals to get their product developed, and Quest will have that information later on in what terms of what that looks like. So now we can transition to our judges. Both of you have up until 12:15 to talk, and once Chanel and Quest talk about, think about the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and why you're here. We'll talk about our pitches. So thank you so much, everyone. Let's get it.
Well, I'll go ahead and go first. I'm Chanel. I am a product manager from Crema Lab. I've been in product management for the past few years, I want to say probably 4 years or so. And I helped develop a wealth of digital products from different apps, web-based apps, or even other customer experience apps, and even in the healthcare space. So I would say that I have experience in a range of industries, but product development has its similarities across the board with a few different case-by-case situations. So it is something I thoroughly enjoy. I'm happy to be here as a judge. I'm excited to see what you all have come up with, especially in the product development world. It's ever changing. So to see some new ideas is going to be thrilling, and always good to kind of add my 2 cents on. So, yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Quest, CEO of Block Knowledge. I am here to support and help and ultimately support Chanel and team on who they think should get the award, so there's no unfair bias. Number 2, I am here just seeking who's gonna create the next greatest entrepreneurial journey for me so I can watch the tour. But I look forward to every single pitch and seeing what came out of the 12 weeks or 6 weeks or 18 weeks of y'all's hard journey. Thank you. Let's get this started. So excited.
Okay. Thank you, Quest. So we'll get started. While it's ongoing, you can drop your questions. You can just type your questions in the chat so that we do not interrupt each of our participants, so that they are free to share with us what they have to share with us. So we are going to be starting. Each participant, as we have shared earlier, would have about 3 minutes to pitch. A sound will play if you're not done by 4 minutes. You would recognize the sound. It's going to be subtle, but you're going to know it's for you. So pitch 1 is going to be by Johnny Johnson on Interplay. You can share your screen. I'm going to stop sharing so that each builder would share his or her screen and be able to explain to us.
Can everybody see my screen okay and hear me good?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can. Okay, I can see your screen. I can hear you good, and your time starts now.
Good afternoon. My name is Jonay Johnson, and I am the CEO and founder of Interplay. And at Interplay, we are creating digital crating experiences. So whether it's working a full-time 9 to 5, running everyday errands, or attending daily events, dog owners are busy people, and they are not always readily available to be home to care for their dog while they're away. This often in turn leads to many dogs developing separation anxiety due to their dog owner's frequent absence. And current dog crates available on the market are operated manually in person, and they do not allow dog owners to interact with their dog while they're away. The solution is the Interplay PlayTouch. With the PlayTouch, dog owners will be able to remotely control their dog's crating experience from their phone while they're away from home. So with our product, dog owners will be able to dispense food and water to their dog, see and talk to their dog, and lock and unlock the crate all from their phone while they're away from home. So how does it work? You will simply, of course, attach the PlayTouch to an existing crating that you have. Then you will open the Interplay app, connect the device, and interact with your dog. Interplay strives towards making our user experience easy for our users. Our target customers are tech-savvy dog owners who crate, who are frequently away from home, and who are between the ages of 25 to 55 and have an income of over $50,000 a year. There are over 60 million dog owners in the US, and of that, approximately 20% of those dog owners crate, which leaves over 12 million dog owners in the US who crate. And Interplay is looking to target 5% of those dog owners as our initial target customer segment, which leaves us with the potential of having over 630,000 customers in our first initial target. Now, in terms of competitors, our primary competitors are Easy Out, Furbo, Kennel Key, and PetQ. Now, to highlight some of the key market approach and strategies that we're looking to have, the first is the development of strategic partnerships with animal apartment complexes, local animal shelters, and pet retailers. And we also plan to engage with dog influencers on social media through a series of social media campaigns, target approach, and influencer marketing. Our primary revenue streams are through product sales and subscription. We're targeting product costs to be $100 a unit, and with a 60% margin, we're looking to price our product at $250 a unit. Now, we plan to have a freemium and premium version of our app. And with the free version, they will be able to simply see and talk to their dog, dispense the food and water, and open and close the crate. However, with the premium version, they will have additional features such as being able to record videos and take pictures of their dog in the crate, play sounds and music in the crate as well. Now, today we're asking for mentors and advisors to help with the development of beta versions of our product, which will allow us to finalize the first version, identify and set up beta customers, and collect viable feedback that will allow us to be in a great position for the production. Now about me, the founder. I'm a pet owner who's had this problem, which makes me passionate about getting this product on the market. I'm a Dean's List student at the University of Missouri, Kansas City, majoring in entrepreneurship. I'm a 2-time graduate from the East Scholars Pre-Accelerator program, and I was also recently selected as a 2020 UMKC Student Entrepreneur of the Year. And with that being said, I would like you all to remember that with Interplay, when you're away, you can know that your pet is okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. That was well under 4 minutes.
Quest, do you want to go first, or would you like me to kind of ask some questions?
That was an awesome pitch. That's
It was.
all I could say for the first moment. I envy your pitching skills. I cannot wait to get my pitch down to 2-3 minutes. But no, I'm close to this project. I know a lot about it, so I'm going to give it to you.
Yes. Janae, if you could go back to the cost and the subscription page really quick, or I do have some questions around that. I see that you're charging around $250 for the crate itself, and then there is a subscription model, which is good. I like that revenue approach. Question for you: amongst your competitors, is that price really competitive, or is this something you could speak into in terms of understanding? For me, I'm not in the dog community as much. Where does this price point lie amongst some of your other competitors that you mentioned?
Yeah, so this is a very competitive price point considering the features and what our product is able to do. So other competitors are priced at, let's say, $150, $199. It's still in that 200 price range, and it's only like a camera, or they can dispense a simple treat. With the ability to, of course, have it as an attachment, and then also the other features mentioned, such as playing music or dispensing food and water, so actually feeding rather than just a treat, makes us at a very competitive price point. And we also have a value pricing strategy. So we're focused on the value that we're bringing our users.
And then if you don't mind going back actually to your comparator sheet, that actually leads me to my second question here. One thing that I do notice is that obviously you check all the boxes in these areas that are apparently valuable to your clientele base. My question for you is, and if you don't have a answer for this, that's fine. Have you thought about if one of these competitors, such as Furbo, was to go ahead and implement dispensing food or dispensing water, if they could, how that could cannibalize your business? Or have you thought about that in that instance?
Yeah, I've absolutely thought about that, which is why we're pursuing IP at this moment. So we're in the process of getting a provisional patent on the technology that we have to keep that competitive advantage and edge over our competitors.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And then for your distribution, sorry, I'm asking quite a few questions, so stop me at any point in time. For something like this, have you thought about how, or what are your key resources to get this distributed, or I guess mass produced, or at some point in time crossing that barrier?
Yeah, so right now we're looking, as I previously mentioned, with the go-to-market strategy, we're looking to partner with local pet retailers and focus locally right now, and then also have it available on our website and Amazon as our primary sources of distribution. And also we're considering having Amazon do the fulfillment. And then as we grow and scale, we're looking to get into Chewy's, PetSmart, and Petco.
Okay, that's good. I think this is really good. I really like how you spelled out what makes you unique. I really love the revenue approach. You're not just selling the crate, but you're selling a subscription, which gives you continual, revenue into your business. But overall, I think this is really, really good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have time left, Marachi, for one question?
Yeah, you can ask just one question.
Okay. My one question is could you actually talk about what your app will do versus what these others?
So as seen here, our key advantage within the app is, of course, the operability of our device, and our device has features within it that allows it to do more than what our competitors are already doing. And then we're also focused more towards data collection and machine learning within our app as well, that we plan to integrate as a key advantage. So let's say it's monitoring and collecting data on what our users are doing, so we can make recommendations for their dog's habits within the app.
Great.
All right, thank you. Okay, so we'll move to the next. Our next builder, Atiya Emmanuel, is going to be talking to us about car care. Atiya, you have 4 minutes. I'm going to play subtle music when you exceed. Please share your screen and go ahead. Thank you.
Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Okay, I can hear you. Your time starts now.
All right. Okay. Good everyone. My name is Atiya Emmanuel from Nigeria, and the name of my app is called Car Care. So basically what we do is to give car owners in Nigeria quick access to automobile repairs and services. Now, vehicle breakdown has become a common problem associated with every car owner in Nigeria, and this is due to the poor car maintenance culture and the bad road system, which tends to reduce the performance of these vehicles. Now, when these vehicles break down, it usually leads to a very, very intense traffic, and car owners have to struggle to push their vehicles to the side of the road. And when they go out to get help, these vehicles are at high risk of being vandalized. And that's why when you come to Nigeria, you see more vandalized faulty vehicles along the highway. Now, Nigeria has about 11 million registered vehicles, and at least 5 million of these registered vehicles are currently in need of either basic or intensive services and maintenance. As you can see, this is the current statistics of the car service providers we have in the country. But right now, there is no available platform that allows them to advertise their services to those who are in need of them. And that is where we come in, CarCare. So CarCare is a classified arts platform that allows you to advertise automobile-oriented services and allows other people to request for these services. Now, we are also into organizing the service records of car owners, whereby we keep car owners updated with the service histories of their vehicles. Now, the CarCare platform is a platform that uses a geocode technology to locate nearby mechanic and towing services. Now, when you log into the app to request for any services, it gives you, it allows you to give a description of the vehicle problem. Now, the app then assesses your location and gives you an array of car service providers within that location you can easily access. Now, with the help of the map and navigation system incorporated into the app, car service providers can easily track and locate their clients. Now, car owners benefit most from these services on this platform because they can easily access help and assistance when their vehicle breaks down. And towing services and repair services can make their business available online to those who are in need, and thereby increasing their job offers and increasing their revenue. Now, there are currently other maintenance companies currently in the country, but CarCare focuses on a nationwide network that allows everybody within the 36 states of Nigeria to access or advertise their services and also record the service histories of their vehicle. Now, I was able to interview about 45 car owners, 30 mechanics, and 20 tow truck operators in order to get my full analysis and research. And these are my wonderful team. So we are all working tirelessly to ensure that this product comes alive. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Emmanuel. That was okay. Our judges.
I am extremely happy to see that you have, and I see Ibuka over here smiling. That pitch, if I can use my tone of words, was garbage in the beginning. And throughout the class and everything, and Atio's hardcore dedication, and I can now pronounce your name all the way now, is I'm amazed. My thing is, we actually have a question from YouTube Live, and I'm gonna let them go ahead and take the first question. Chris says he's been to Nigeria multiple times and he knows that customer service is horrible. He says, what is your plan to make sure that you have awesome and excellent customer service within your app? And follow up is, how do you plan to hire new techs and bring on the correct businesses to your app?
Okay, basically, the app is going to have an online service whereby you can ask or chat with an online booth where you can get information on how to get your services up and doing. Then also, we are looking at getting a professional tech, because the app is going to be a very sensitive app, because we're going to look at ways of how to comb fake and fake services and not people who are not able to deliver the services properly, because the app also has a review system that allows customers to review the services being run on the app. So if you have a very low review on your own service, you'll be on probation for some time unless you work on yourself. So basically, it's just how we are trying to ensure that these services are best and the services that come from the app are optimal. Thank you.
I actually have another question too, if there are any more YouTube questions.
Go ahead.
My main question first is, with your app, what is your plan for reaching your customers? What channel are you going to be utilizing to make sure that your app gets awareness and gets traction? What is your go-to-market strategy around that?
All right, so basically, I'm also looking at I've already spoken to some local servicing companies where we will be using the app as a link between them and the customers. So the customers will be registering with the app, and when they want to communicate, maybe to schedule a service for their vehicle, they can use the app to schedule for that service. So it's more like a pilot program for where they can easily communicate with that communicate with the company itself. So it's a way of just starting up the process. Thank you very much.
Do I have time for one more question?
Yes, you do.
Okay, and then my other question for you was, I don't know if I understood the revenue stream or some of your revenue ideas or propositions behind the app. How do you plan on getting funding, or how do you plan on continuing to gain value for your app to support it in the long run?
All right. Basically, the app is going to for you to advertise. Like we're going to do sponsorship app, sponsored app. Sorry. So basically, for you to make sure your business is actually at the top ranked search, you're going to be advertising. Pay for advertisements. Can be weekly, can be monthly, can be yearly, depending on your the amount you have to pay. So basically, we're also looking at doing a referral marketing. That is actually referring people. The more you refer people, the more discount you get on the app. So as a servicing company, if you refer your other fellow servicing company, you get a discount in your own purchase of sponsored ads. So it's a way of just linking the whole system together, ensuring that everybody benefits from it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you again, Emmanuel. So we'll move to the third pitch. We have Kim Riley with the Transitions Academy. So hi, Kim, could you please share your screen?
Okay.
Emmanuel, you can stop sharing.
Oh, you want me to stop sharing?
No, Emmanuel can stop sharing.
Oh, I see.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, your time starts now.
Okay. Hi, my name is Kim Riley, and I'm the founder of the Transition Academy Tech platform, the Indeed.com for students with disabilities looking for post-high school opportunities. Did you know that less than 20% of people with a disability are employed, compared to 67% of those without disabilities? A lot has been said about the school to prison pipeline, but another phenomenon that impacts people with disabilities is a term that I've coined called the classroom to couch pipeline. And that's where students complete high school with no job, no life, and no hope. And when you think about how difficult it is to access the opportunities, you'll understand why we're in the situation that we're in. Right now, if you just want to know what's available, you typically get a PDF listing of all the job programs. You're supposed to call each and every one and find a perfect fit. And then when you get lucky and find that fit, more than likely they have a long waiting list. This is what people with disabilities and their families are going through each and every day. Our solution, our tech platform, is a solution to this huge societal problem because it replaces this uncoordinated word of mouth process with a simple, easy to use platform that lets users search for opportunities on their own. Our roadmap is divided into 3 phases. During the first phase, that is the customized search features where users get to search for opportunities based on the supports they need. For example, let's say someone is looking for a job training program that will administer medication and accepts Medicaid waivers. They type in their zip code and they'll get a customized list of those specific opportunities in their area. The next phase, phase 2, is where we guide users through the benefits process. because most of the government, the disability programs and even transportation assistance rely on government funding. So this is a very necessary stage. And then phase 3, this is where users get to sign up for bus tours. They get to explore the lay of the land and look at calendar of events across the metro. And then they also get access on topics like once you turn 18, you go from a pediatrician to an adult physician, and also whether guardianship is right for you. Our users are high school students with disabilities, parents and guardians, teachers, and social services professionals. We plan to use a subscription model funded by government payer sources. We're looking for investors to help develop a beta version for this much needed solution to help young people with disabilities to be successful. Thank you for your time, and we hope you'll join us in helping to bring this tech solution to life for these deserving youth and their families. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. We have under time, so we have 4 minutes for the judges.
Yes, could you one more time tell me the funding piece? I may have just went a little bit too fast. You said the subscription model and it's funded by what again?
Government payer sources. Mhm.
Okay. And for someone who may not know, could you elaborate, give me an example of what that may mean?
Oh, that would mean, for example, the Department of Mental Health, and then the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, they fund rehab services.
Okay.
So they're already funding the support coordinators. They're funding all of the services to support young people to be successful. This would be a platform that would benefit them, their support coordinators, as well as the users, the other users.
I'm sorry, other judges, if there are questions, interrupt me at any point in time. I did want to say, Kim, before I go further, I just loved how you started your pitch with it's the Indeed.com version for students with disabilities. That immediately makes me connect to something like, oh, okay, now I can see how this may be utilized. So I wanted to give you kudos on that. My second question I may have had for this platform, what technology, if you have an idea in your mind, what are you planning to use to build out this platform, or are you using any technology now to build out this platform?
Right now, I have a quick little prototype, and I've been told that there are a number of options. It could be an app, but then it could also be a searchable website. And so we've been, so we're exploring both options to see which makes the most sense.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay,
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, Quest, do you have any question?
Yeah, so Kim, could you just talk to why you actually came up with this app or this website or this service out of all other things that you could have done?
Okay. Well, let's see. First of all, I am not a tech savvy person. I can barely send a text message. So full disclosure, but I have a son who is a young adult with autism and IDD. And I just kept wondering why I had to keep making an appointment with a social service coordinator and why they kept giving me pieces of paper and I had to call and interview each person, and why I couldn't just go online like I would for any other job search. Why isn't it all in one place? Why we had to come, it felt like begging, tell me what's there. And then they basically look and say, well, based on this, we think you should do that. And I'm like, no, don't tell me what you think he should do. Tell me what's all there and let us explore and find out together. So it was a solution I thought was, we needed it for our family, but I knew it would resonate with a lot of other families.
I have one last question if no one else does, if I have time.
Okay, you can ask one more. Yeah.
Kim, Are there no other platforms that exist that could solve for that problem other than what you want to propose?
There are a number of job boards.
Mhm.
There's a wonderful organization called Disability In. They have a job board, and they're mainly corporate positions that you can search for the job opportunities for. There's another organization called Inclusion Works,
Mhm.
and they do some customized job employment and some great work. Ours is for when you are in high school and even beyond. It's basically putting all the resources at your fingertips. So let's say you find a job, but how do you get to the job? Well, based on your benefits, you will maybe apply for transportation assistance. Let's say you get the job and you have to have a uniform. Based on your benefits package, your uniform could be taken care of. So ours is kind of that one-stop portal. We also are looking at having a calendar of events. So if you want to look across the metro, then you can go to the calendar. The blog, these are topics, voting, guardianship. Everything transition related is in this portal. So it's more than just a job search engine, but it's the entire transition go-to source.
You would agree to say that your value propositions mainly come from not just the idea of having a digital search engine, but even adding in that benefits piece that you detailed on your roadmap, and as well as the calendar events. That's where you really boost your platform. You would agree?
Yes, I would.
All right, thank you very much. So we'll quickly move to the next builder. We have Richard with Mobile Bole. Hi, Richard.
Hi, good day.
Okay, good day. So are you ready?
Yes, I am actually.
Okay, your time starts now.
I don't know if I see Richard's screen. I still see Kim.
Okay, Richard, could you please put it on presenter mode?
All right.
I'm respecting the time.
All right. Okay,
Are you
please
ready?
confirm you can. Yeah. Oh, I think I can share from. So just one. All right. Yeah. So please confirm you can. Confirm you can see.
Yes, I can see your screen. All right, so your time starts now. You can start.
Okay, so my name is Richard. I'm chief service guy, basically, because I'm here to serve at Mobile Bole, and this is what we're basically building. So for us to move on, we need to first of all know what Mobile Bole is first, then the mobile part. So basically, Bole is a meal in Nigeria, in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Everybody loves food, so that's one thing that we should take into consideration. And during the pandemic, it was seen that food was one of the highest priority. There were things that people thought didn't matter anymore, but food was one of those things that really did matter. So Bole is a meal in Port Harcourt, Nigeria that is really, really lovely. And as you can see, it's basically plantain and fish. So it is a meal that first and foremost, it's integral to the people. A lot of people eat it. It's already done almost everywhere in Port Harcourt. But what is the problem now? So basically, these are just a couple of them. So there's poor attention to the Bole in itself. Basically, what that means is there's a lot of market for it, but people don't really pay attention to it. It's just like having gold, but you don't know you have gold. So it's been done by the roadsides, like a street food, but people have trained their children using this meal. So it has a lot of value and a lot of potential. Then market time, people basically, there's a time it's open where you can actually access Bole, and there's a time where you cannot access Bole anymore. Then where it's been done, and then people don't, it's not part of the things that are being delivered So currently they deliver a lot of things via logistics, but Bole isn't one of those things. And there's a time frame within which you can purchase the Bole, which you can see it across the road. So basically what we want to do, Mobile Bole is a tech-driven food company in City of Port Harcourt. Basically, we're just trying to add tech to what's already existing. So the market is there, people already know it, people already love it. But we need to make it faster to get to the people. We need to make it easier to access. I should be able to order it at any point in time that I want to eat it, not just a time frame that it's already existing. So my solution, so I was thinking and I'm like, okay, what if? Yeah, what if? And this what if would make a lot of people excited, especially people that eat the Bole. What if they could actually get it? What if they could actually access it any single time they want? So how does this work basically? So I just did a couple of screens, although there's a whole lot more to it, but just basically to have a feel. So that's the splash screen. Then basically we want people to be able to easily access Bole and locate Bole. So the second screen there is like a map, and then the location of where you are at the moment, and then you tap the button to locate a Bole spot. It's that simple. So basically Bole is located around. So I had a problem one day. I went to another place and I tried to actually find Bole, but it was a new location and I wasn't familiar with that area. I needed to eat Bole, but I couldn't easily find one around. I had to ask or move around and then keep guessing. But with this solution, I could easily type where I am and then locate the Bole spots around. That therefore means to be using some form of geological technology to easily locate it. So maybe integrating an API from Google Maps so that can work. Then the last screen there basically just shows a couple of menus, and then you could make orders, you could book in advance until you get there, and then pay on delivery. So my business validation, basically, I spoke to a couple of people that actually make the Bole and saw other case scenarios where people actually need these services. So it equally showed me that there's even more opportunity. So I asked about the lady and she was like, people actually met her to come over to make Bole for her. So that definitely opened another chain, another value chain where I could ask for a vendor to come around via the app to make Bole for me if I have a party or something like that. So it's something that people actually need. And I talked to a couple of people. So the market is there, and I did a case scenario, and I saw that people actually needed that. So thank you very much for your time, and hope you partner with us to make this come through. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Richard. We kind of went over the time, but it's okay. So we'll have just 2 minutes for the judges to ask questions because of time. Thank you.
Quest, do you have questions? Go ahead, because I do, but I don't want to take up all the time.
No, you go ahead and take it over. Actually, one just super quick question. When you discovered that people want Bole to come to their home, is that your new method of going to the market now? Are you focusing on getting Bole to people's homes versus helping them define it?
So to me, they are both on the same preference level. So we have a group of people or personals that actually want it to get to them, and they're still, and those people could equally be the same people that want to find it anywhere they get to.
Okay.
I want to make sure I heard that correctly. Does your product deliver the food, or are you just giving folks a way to identify on a map where to find it?
Oh, both.
Both. Okay.
But yeah, so there's long term and then there's like an immediate term.
You said something interesting in your pitch. You said you were using API from Google Maps to be able to, to basically supply your product with the data to locate where these places may be where they can go and get this food. My question for you then is, what is preventing the customer from just using Google to find where they can go get the Bole versus using your app? Meaning if it's already available on Google and you're just pulling in that data to your app, why wouldn't I as a customer just utilize Google that gives me directions? It may give me ratings as well, and I can just use Google to identify where to find this versus using your app.
Okay, so Google doesn't have registered bowler guys. So on Google Map, it's not recognized as a restaurant or as sports. So no, it's like street food. So it's not like KFC or Chicken Republic that you can identify those places. They're like really small, but the value there is because the people love it. So and it's not really large like that. So basically, why people would come to our platform is because one is ingenious, and we are making what they love. We're bringing what they love and putting it on a level of importance. So we are giving them the idea that we value what you value, and therefore come to us.
All right, thank you very much. We'll be moving to the next fielder. We have Angela with Gigi Homeschool Marketplace. Thanks, Richard. You can stop sharing now. Angela, please, you have 4 minutes. All right, are you ready? Hello?
Sorry, I was muted. You can see my screen, okay?
Yes, I can. Okay, your time starts now. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Angela Rosas, and my company is Gigi, and we are the homeschool marketplace. Our mission is that we will become the primary source for homeschool supplies and curriculum, both digital and tangible products. The problem as it exists right now is that sourcing homeschool supplies is a variety of things. It's expensive, it's time consuming, and it's often a complex process. Our solution is a robust marketplace that brings homeschoolers and content creators together. The primary users for our website and app would be homeschoolers, which consists of parents and their children, and then also homeschool educators and content creators, such as publishers or authors of digital or hard copy. The market size in 2020 has increased from years in the past. And even in spite of COVID has caused this to increase dramatically as people have pulled their children from public schooling and decided to give homeschooling a try since they're home already. At the moment, it's estimated that there are 1.9 million plus homeschool students, and that's just going from 5 to 17. That's not including preschool or even people that don't necessarily designate themselves as homeschoolers to the public school system. And as far as spending goes anywhere from $600 on the average up to $2,700 per student per year. And that is a market of about 3.14 billion. And I went middle of the road. I didn't take the lowest or the highest up. I just went kind of middle of the road. So it's maybe a conservative estimate of how much spending is done for supplies, curriculum, coursework, and experiences for homeschool. Our business would be basically an app or website use. You could go either route. We would have a dashboard for both buyers and sellers where you could upload items for sale, or you could go on there to just do research or to purchase items. The competition as it exists is Amazon, Barnes, and eBay. Those are like the big ones, but they're very general. And then you have ones more geared towards educational, which is Chegg, Campus Books, a lot of rental places, and a lot of those are focused more on collegiate books. You'll find some elementary grade items there, but it's mostly straight textbooks, nothing really geared towards a homeschooler. Then you have Facebook groups, local co-op sales, and then sites such as Teachers Pay Teachers, where they upload their coursework or things that they've used for lesson plans, and then they sell it at a small profit. What sets us apart is that our focus is homeschool education, and our hyper-targeted search tools will make it easy to find appropriate content. Oftentimes, homeschoolers want content based on their particular interests. Business validation across the board, people mentioned time and time again that they've tried to sell their curriculum. It's not quick or convenient, and that cost is often a barrier to new people that want to begin homeschooling. They think of it as cost prohibitive. and it can be a problem when you're working with a single income. The team consists of myself. I have a degree in computer science. I'm a software engineer focusing on mobile development. I'm currently working at Google, and I'm also a homeschool educator of 17 years. And then Adriana, I've consulted with her, and she has a BA in design. And then there's my contact information.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Angela. We'll have 2 minutes for the judges' questions. Thank you.
Angela, are you providing just the curriculum, or are you actually a product that conducts the homeschooling as well? Or is it just provide the curriculum, someone buys it and they go ahead and use it how they please?
We're actually the hub, so we're the marketplace. So people would come
Okay.
to sell. So a lot of times people want to sell the curriculum that they've used. Maybe their kids
Okay.
have that math and they want to sell it to make some money back, to kind of helps them to fund the next year. And
I
then
got you
also
now.
for content creators, like if I'm a piano teacher and I want to find students to give instruction to, I could go on their list that I teach piano, maybe my location, whether I do it virtually or just in person. And then people could find things like that a little easier, because sometimes it's really hard to source. A lot of it's word of mouth at this point. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
shop would be really.
So to be something like that in this marketplace, how are you performing your quality assessment of what you put on in your hub to sell?
Actually, it's just in the design process. We haven't
Okay.
started the marketplace. Yeah, but so a lot of it would be, I mean, we would use ISBN numbers and things like that. So it's going to be a lot of products that exists already in the market. I have a publishing company that I'm going to speak with because they would be interested in putting their stuff on as well as new products. But basically digital uploads and everything would come from straight from the source.
Okay. And then you said cost barrier. Well, the cost is the most thing, the driving factor that may push customers away. If I may have misheard or skipped over, how are you alleviating that for your customer base? Meaning, if this is something they're experiencing now that oftentimes that they see as a problem, how are you solving for the cost issues?
So, and what I meant by that is that a lot of times, including myself, I had 3 children that I was homeschooling by myself as a divorced mom. And you buy these, books that are hundreds of dollars, especially if your kid's heavy in math and science, and then you're stuck with them. And then unless a friend that you know or someone on eBay randomly, finds your book, then you're stuck holding on to that merchandise. So in this way, people could resell what they've already had, because oftentimes it's maybe used but not consumed, so they can still resell it. So that's what I was thinking there. And then also, sometimes people have a specialty. Like I love math, and a lot of my friends, they're just like, they can't stand math. So I have things and lessons that I could sell, such as like with Teachers Pay Teachers. But Teachers Pay Teachers, they take about 45% of your profits whenever you sell something digitally or otherwise per transaction. So that makes it kind of unappealing. It's like I'm giving away half of my money, and we would not take 45%.
Okay.
45%.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Robbery. Yeah.
Wow, you can just build a
45%.
platform and kill them there at like 15%.
eBay is like 10%, but then again, you don't have any of the resources where you can find what you're looking for. And by that, I mean, like if you have a child that is dealing with dyslexia, you might want to look for books that are intentionally printed with a font that is good for people that suffer from dyslexia. So you would want to search for something like that. And until now, it's all word of mouth or just happen, to stumble across something online. But this would make it so that it's just a lot easier, because the time we spend trying to source curriculum for our students every year, it's hours and hours. It's daunting.
All right, thank you very much, Angela. We'll move over to Tony. Tony is giving us the last speech for today. Hi, Tony. Please, could you share your screen? Hey, Tony, you're on mute.
Sorry, just trying to unmute here. I apologize. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. And I'm going to go ahead and start with our presentation. Hopefully you can see that. Just bear with me one moment here while I get that set up. And then we will go ahead and get started here. Okay. So let me hit the slideshow here. Hi, my name is Tony Waterhouse Leal, and I'm the co-founder of Tech Up Debt Down. So thank you for having me today. And the purpose of Tech Up Debt Down is an alternative savings method for wheelchair maintenance. So one of the issues that many of us have as wheelchair users is finding, sourcing, and locating wheelchair parts. So and or service repairs. So one of the things that we're going to do as an organization with our app, with Tech Up Debt Down, is basically become the AAA of wheelchairs, so that folks can have a seamless platform to search for on-demand services such as repair, search for parts, and then also use microchange as a way to save money for those repairs. And so, as I said before, we're aiming to become like the AAA of wheelchairs. So with AAA, they offer roadside assistance and things of that nature. So with the Tech Up Debt Down platform, we're going to offer wheelchairs, mobility assisted devices, and on-demand repairs. And so one of the problem that we have with and the reason we need this platform, and the reason why this is very important, not only to me as a wheelchair user, but to other users as well, is that there's limited options for repairs. So, in Kansas City, we only have about 2 service providers that provide, parts for repairs, and then searching for those parts and trying to keep track of the orders and sales. And as a consumer myself, I'm always looking for ways to save. And so then, looking for ways to save money and things of that nature, and then keep track of those documents also. And so currently right now, the need is about, we have about 3 million wheelchair users that, across the US right now. So that kind of just shows a little bit of the market. I'm sorry? Did someone say something? And so, and another reason why this is important, and something I wanted to share as a wheelchair user myself, I, about 1.5 years ago, had an accident, fell out of my wheelchair. And as you can see here, I ended up in the hospital and had to have stitches put in my forehead. I fell out of my wheelchair and not only broke my glasses, I broke a tire, and then I broke my controller. So that particular expense alone was an unexpected expense, just because of a pothole and a crack in the sidewalk that was unexpected, that cost about $1,500. And so normally, as we would, well, like we do with our retirement, we always, save every month and every year for our retirement. We want to create a platform where users can round up their change and save money for those future medical expenses that they might have. And so about 70% of people, with disabilities struggle, to pay for medical equipment and medical supplies, not only wheelchair users, but also, people that might need just medical supplies for maybe their diabetes or things of that nature as well. So if you can go to the store and round up your change and save money towards those expenses, and the way that we would make money as a platform is that we would charge a monthly membership fee, have an alternate savings account for our folks. And then, as part of our membership also, we would have the record keeping, and then we would charge a service fee for calls as well. And as we acquire members, the more members we have, then we can partner with different organizations and offer discounts to those members that are already subscribed as well. And so then right now, we're looking at having a pilot program already set up in both Kansas and Missouri for users to be able to log in and try out the program and test it out. And we're going to be partnering with local medical suppliers. Our ultimate goal eventually is, as an organization, is for us ourselves to basically partner with other individuals and become a medical supplier ourselves, and be able to subcontract, kind of like you call an Uber or Lyft for a ride, that you could have on-demand service for your repairs as well, and have a technician come out to your home. And again, I do apologize for the phone going off on my end here. Bear with me one moment. Let me go ahead and cut that off. I apologize that that's going off in the middle of the presentation. And so just here, so also you can kind of see, kind of the setup of the application itself. Users will be able to go into the application, decide, what kind of goal they're trying to set and what they're trying to do, and they create a profile. And then with that, track their goals and start, tracking their savings plan towards the product or service that they're trying to purchase. Okay, then the application will give them options to search for the product and select it so that once they hit
All
their
right,
goal, the
thank you,
application.
Tony.
Thank you.
Tony, can you actually go to your previous slide?
Okay, let's see. Let me
All
see
right,
if I
thank you
can.
very much.
I'm trying to see if I can go back here.
Right here.
I'm sorry, trying to get back to the. Oop, okay, trying to get back to the slide here. Apologize.
No, you're fine. And maybe
Um,
if you can't get there, I can kind of talk through it. Just want to make sure I understand your product a little bit better. You have an option there where they have a savings or a roundup, correct? Is that what I saw?
Correct. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and so can you explain the value and that service in your product one more time for me?
Well, the value in the service in that product is that, you know, the user will be able to gradually start saving money towards those medical repairs that they might need. So for instance, I, as a wheelchair user, know that every 5 years I have to replace my wheelchair. Okay. And the copay on that wheelchair is about 20%. So on average, the insurance pays, you know, maybe 6,000 for that wheelchair. And then my portion is that 20% of that 6,000. So as a wheelchair user, what I want to do is I want to start working towards saving toward that medical device that I need, because I don't want to wait, you know, 2-3 years down the road and then decide, okay, I need $6,000 for a copay to buy this wheelchair. And, you know, and if I'm one of those wheelchair users that's a, you know, professional that may not have other resources or government programs to assist with these purchases, then as a professional, you want to be able to have a way to save for those future purchases.
Okay, that makes sense. And so really quick, it's kind of like an HSA account for wheelchairs, a health savings account for your wheelchairs. And so my question for you is, for those that may have, and this may be a small market, I'm just trying to think of myself here. If I am a customer, but I have a job that has those benefits where I can set aside that money for any medical expenses, could you see any issues with that cannibalizing some of your offerings with your product?
I mean, I can see that as an issue being, you know, cannibalizing some of the product. However, with this particular platform, the idea behind it is that we're going to try to make it easier for the user to save that money. And the other thing to keep in mind is that wheelchair users, not every wheelchair user is either working full-time or working at all. So they may not have a way to save or a platform to save money because they don't have the benefits of other wheelchair users that might be working part-time. So this also gives them an additional leg up to those that don't have the resources to do that. So as they're already shopping for the products they need, then they can round up their change and start saving towards what they need.
Do I have time for one more question?
We're actually out of time.
Okay, thank you though.
All right,
You
thank
know,
you very
thank you
much,
for your time. I
Tony.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you to all our thank you to all our builders for your pitches today, and thank you for trying to keep the time. So our judges are going to deliberate within the next 5 to 10 minutes, and I mean, we'll leave them to deliberate. And while they are doing that, I'm just going to share some fun facts. I'm going to share my screen now.
Okay, so I need to stop sharing.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. I think I can share. Yeah, you need to stop sharing. Can you see my screen now? Okay, so can you see my screen, please?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Yeah. Yep.
No, I can't. I don't think I can. Okay, yeah, I can
Okay,
see your
thank
screen
you.
now.
You can't see it.
Yeah.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yeah, it says diversity stats.
Yes, I
Okay,
can see.
pending while it's, well, you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes, I can see the screen.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So while we're waiting for Chanel and Quest to get back with us to announce the winners, you know, I just want to share some fun facts with you. We've had founders based on our product development class, and it might interest you to know that 85% of our founders identify as Black and Indigenous people of color. So that's basically keeping in line with the vision and the mission of Block Knowledge. And then we've had, 1,900 founders from diverse backgrounds who want to change their community. This is like a general fact. Rebecca put up the stat. And then 90% of our founders are women who have product, service, or high-tech businesses. And we've seen that today. We've had a nice representation of the female folks with their ideas. So that's just a fun fact. Food for thought. So moving on, we just look at the Block Squad. We have Rebecca, who has basically been facilitating the course and who has been in interaction with most of us. We have Quest, the CEO and the founder. He already gave us his overview at the beginning of this presentation. And I am here as the site coordinator, as the community manager. So while we wait for them, we can also share, do we have questions? Do we have anything we want to ask each other while we are still on hold for Chanel and Quest to come and announce our winners? Ebuka. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. How's it going?
Okay, do you have anything to say?
Well, I mean, it was very exciting for me to go through this journey with the members of the cohorts last year. And to be very honest, I'm very proud. I am very proud and excited for everyone for coming through with the amazing ideas and pitching them, and I mean, I can't wait to see who is gonna take this home. And I mean, whoever comes out, I'm pretty sure we'll be working together to make sure you have the best you have the best products at the end of the day. So I'm very excited for everyone, and I look forward to continuing to work with you guys from I mean, beyond now until whenever the journey ends. And then to everyone that is watching, the viewers on YouTube and everyone from around the world, Block Knowledge provides a unique opportunity for people of color especially to get exposed to knowledge, gain some skills, and become more employable by actually practicing these skills and learning more about what they already know. So I would say be on the lookout for opportunities. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and feel free to also reach out on LinkedIn. My name is Chukwu Ebuka, and you can reach out to me and we can talk about acquiring skills and learning more about what you already know. I don't know, for some reason, my picture and my role in Block Knowledge is not in the slide. I am the product designer and product manager in Block Knowledge. And yeah, I walk through a lot of projects. While the pitch was going on, I mean, I could see, from some of the screens, some places I did some things here and there. And I mean, I was still proud of myself considering the amount of work that we had to do in a very short time. So well done, everyone. And yeah, I can't wait for the judges to come back with the results, and we'll see who we're working with and who we're continuing with. So thank you so much, Amarachi, for allowing me to speak. And yeah, I'm on standby, basically.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot, Ebuka. Hi, Chanel. Hi, Quest. Are we ready? Okay, I guess they're still deliberating. So pending that, we have questions. Do you want to share your experience?
So I don't know. I would really like to. I'd like to call on Emmanuel Atio, if you're still here, to kind of describe his experience with the Block Knowledge product development course. Tell us what you learned and how it has helped him become better, and maybe
Hey everyone, what's
encourage others to. Okay, Quest is back. Okay, so you saved that here.
We have come up.
Okay, hi Chanel, hi Quest. I think our judges are back.
With the list of first, second, third, and honorable mention. So we will start with our honorable mention, Janae, because Janae has a product that is right at market rate. It is what we have considered to be a nice to have add-on and provides value to existing users. So, right there on our outside cusp. The three individuals that, something that comes with our honorable mention, we'll give a few on that one later. The three individuals that we chose, and we'll start with 3, 2, and 1. Where's my list? Oh Lord. Was Atio for third. And the reason why we chose Atio is because it is something that is highly needed, has a market, just needs a product to fulfill the need and get there. Then for second, perfect timing, in the word of Nipsey Hussle has said, we would choose Angela, because there's a difference that we would just need to help identify between your heaviest competitors in the market, like Amazon and eBay and others, to keep them from just saying, okay, well, we'll do the search thing too. And then you're out of the market. And then narrowing it down right into first place, that solves a huge problem, specifically for anyone that does have a special needs child or a brother or a sibling, would be Kim. Because it solves a major needed issue. And as of today, I mean, everyone still does use some form of a PDF and clear classes, and you show up and no one knows what to do, and they give you another PDF and you just get the call, versus the luxury of all of us just go to Indeed and type in 5 keywords and we have 10 interviews the next day. And so that has been our official order. We receive a fun email from the crew of how that entails to you, but we'll be working on a lot of your UI, UX, and getting that out to the market. So you at least have the next version of what it professionally looks like. So Ibuka, we have more fun projects. Yay. We'll weave them into our list of stuff we get to do at the factory.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
But on my other flip side, everyone else, please continue to work with us so we can keep finessing and moving your product along and getting it to either take advantage of the local funding or other nationwide funding pieces. And then for everyone that needs to get and pull off your software, we are your next door vendor that loves to help you out. But on the other side, I have enjoyed the journey and mission of learning about our West African counterparts. There is a second part of the class that's getting ready to start as well. And I have enjoyed learning about everyone's business because there's some unique stuff that I just didn't know existed. So I am happy to stay in contact and see where the next venture pieces of it goes and how it fits in. So let's keep it going. Other than that, look, you got 14 minutes back to your day. Anyone else want to say anything though? Chanel?
Just want to say thank you again for the opportunity.
Our fancy judge.
Yes, I was just going to say, everyone here, you all have great pitches. They're all unique. I can definitely see potential in all of them and definitely a market for all of them. If you ever need anything else, any specifics behind my thoughts, I know we only have limited time, feel free to reach out via email. But keep going. Don't let this discourage you. Actually, let it motivate you even more. So. Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Chanel. Thanks to everybody today that pitched. You all had amazing ideas. Thank you. And we have come to the end of this demo day. If you have any questions, you can always email us. Chanel can also drop her email address in the chat section so that anybody that wants to reach out to her can also do that. Thank you very much once again. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Can't wait to talk to you in the future again. Thank you. Wow, we got it. That's the thing that kicked everyone off.